Chapter 2. The Edges of the World, where heaven meets the deep. Long before maps were drawn, the horizon was a mystery. Where the land met the sky, the world seemed to end. A faint blue line where heaven touched the deep. For those who stood there, it wasn't just distance, it was the edge of creation itself. In every culture, there were whispers about what lay beyond. Some said the world ended in water, a vast, endless sea that no man could cross. Others believed in great walls of ice, mountains of mist, or the abyss, a place where the sea poured into the darkness below. In the ancient Hebrew texts, the earth was often described as having foundations and corners. The book of Job asked, "Where were you when I laid the foundations of the earth?" And later speaks of the ends of the earth, places beyond the reach of man. The Psalms declare that God reigns from the rising of the sun to its setting, implying boundaries, borders, a circle that enclosed all creation. In the book of Enoch, an ancient Hebrew text once read by early Christians, the prophet described a journey to the very ends of the earth. He saw the storehouses of the winds, the pillars of heaven, and the great chasms of the deep. It was said that beyond the horizon lay portals, gateways where the sun, moon, and stars entered and departed the dome above. To the Babylonians, the world was a flat disk resting upon a watery abyss called the Apsu. Surrounding it was a ring of mountains, the borders of the earth, beyond which lay the realms of chaos, a place where no light shone. The Egyptians imagined a similar boundary. Beyond the lands of men stretched the river of the underworld, where the sun god Ra traveled each night in his boat, disappearing beyond the western edge of the world only to rise again in the east. To them, the horizon wasn't endless. It was a doorway. In the Greek tradition, the world was encircled by the mighty river Oceanus. Sail too far, and you would reach the edge of that current, the place where the sky bent down and met the earth. Beyond it lay Tartarus, a dark pit, the prison of the Titans. The edge was not to be crossed. It was sacred and forbidden. The Norse myths spoke of Jormungandr, the world serpent encircling all of Midgard. Its massive body formed the boundary of the human world. If the serpent ever let go of its own tail, the sea would rush in, and the world would be destroyed. The edge was both protector and threat, holding back the endless waters that wanted to reclaim the land. Even in Hindu cosmology, the edge of the world was described in grand metaphors. The earth stretched across 7 concentric islands, each separated by vast oceans. Beyond the outermost sea lay the Loka Loka mountain, an enormous wall separating light from darkness. No living being could go beyond it. The word itself means world and no world. And in the Quran, too, the phrase "the ends of the earth" appears. Akhtar al-Ard. The world is spread out, yet it has limits. He who created the earth and made firm in it mountains and set a barrier between the 2 seas. The image is consistent. Boundaries, order, protection. Every faith, every myth, every civilization described the world as a contained space, enclosed, balanced, with a purpose. The edges weren't just the end of the land. They were the edge of reality itself. There, heaven and earth met. There, the oceans were held back by unseen hands. And there, the divine began. If the earth truly had edges, then what lay beyond them? Some said the waters above and below met again. Others spoke of new worlds, unseen by mortal eyes. And some believed that crossing the edge would mean leaving the realm of man, stepping into the realm of the gods. In our modern age, we see horizons as illusions. But to the ancients, they were invitations, quiet reminders that the world we see may not be all there is. And perhaps the edge was never meant to be found.